Best tech and gear of the year 2025. So the items here are stuff that I've been using over the past year, stuff that I've bought over the past year, and stuff that I would just recommend to other people. So first up for me is the iPhone Air. So even though the iPhone 17 and the 17 Pro are more popular, more people are buying those phones, I would still definitely put this in the best tech and gear of the year 2025 for sure. Like, it so easily goes up there. I feel like Apple created a special device here. I really do think this is the best looking iPhone they've ever made. I used it for a couple of weeks when I was in New York and I absolutely loved it. It's just incredibly thin to the point where I feel like it doesn't even feel real. Like, it's unbelievable. I know the standard 17 and even the 17 Pro are technically better value. You are getting more for your money, but I almost see the Air as a different type of phone compared to those two. This is sort of Apple flexing what they can do, and I think maybe a sort of sign of they might bring out a foldable. It's crazy to me how good the tech has gotten now, that they've pretty much fit all of the sort of brains of the phones, the chips and everything, all up here, and the rest of it is just battery. Like, that is just an amazing piece of engineering to me. I think if there's someone who's looking for an ultra premium phone and you don't care too much about having 3 cameras, you're happy with one camera, this is what I would recommend. So next up is actually an app, a workout app specifically. So I have tried so many different workout apps and I just can't stand them. Most of them are absolutely rubbish. They have bad UX, bad UI, they just don't look that great. I came across this one, it's called Push, and it has just completely changed the game for me. So what makes this app great for me is a few features actually. When you first start off, you can make a program. So I've made a program where I'm doing a sort of full body workout, 4 workouts a week, and then it will give you the workouts that you need to do. So you can see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, like so. But you can see here for the workouts, once you've done a weight, it will incrementally up the weight every week depending on how many reps and how many sets you've done. It figures all this out for you. You do not have to do a single thing. As long as you put in the weights of what you've done, it will automatically track what weight you did the last week, and it'll up the weight, like I said, based on the reps and stuff. And you can see all the workouts that I have here, and it also shows me when I go to the progress page what I'm actually impacting, which muscles are actually growing. So you can see my glutes, my front delts, my chest are what are growing the most, what are focusing the most, and I can also scroll down and see what's getting very little workout. Because I have a full body program right now, it's sort of varying all the workouts that I do. But if there's a specific muscle group that I want to focus on, that I want to grow, I can go to programs, I can create a new program, generate a program, I can just put, let's just put advanced, how long you want to work out for, let's just say 4 days a week, sleep, whatever, we'll put whatever, moderate, muscle sets, and then we can choose here what we want to focus on. So train everything, which is what I've done as a default, or we can focus on specific muscles. I absolutely love this app. This app for me is an absolute game changer, and it's the only app that I've stuck by when it comes to working out and just following a program at the gym. So next up is something that I've been using for a little while now, and that is Claude Code. And I feel like it's legitimately blown my mind at how good it is. And others who have used Claude Code will agree with me. It's just changed the game. So I have a design and development background. It's what I used to do as a full-time job before I was doing YouTube. I used to make websites and stuff, used to code and whatever else. I was great at the designing stuff. I love designing. But I didn't have time to always develop, to always code and learn different languages and this, that, and the other. It was just a lot of effort. So I've been using Claude Code recently to help me work on already established projects and also make up new projects, because Claude Code can basically just do any of my development for me. It's essentially an agentic coding tool that can be used within the Claude app, which they've recently introduced, which is also my preferred way of using it. And they've just released Opus 4.5, which is their latest model. And it is pretty much the best coding model out right now. And I want people to understand how much of a big deal this is, because it pretty much beats everything else out there. I used it recently to help me build a photography website that takes all of my photos and sort of makes it into a gallery, which is pretty basic to be honest, but I just one-shotted it with one prompt and I was so impressed at how it just looks great. I can also have it explain a code base for me for a project that I'm unfamiliar with, and I can assign it tasks to run and manage in the background so that I can focus on doing other things. The aim of this is to make development easier. It's designed for both beginners, people who haven't really messed around with code in the past, but also experienced devs as well. I've been personally specifically using it to build web apps and further develop already built apps that I have and add more features and functionality. For example, some of the features and logic on my own store, platsupply.com, have actually been coded by Claude Code. It's been able to do a wide variety of stuff. Basic things like having video thumbnails, but also figuring out how to automate specific product delivery to customers as well. I feel like I'm actually underutilizing it because it has so much potential, and the only limitation is me and my own brain and what I can prompt. I would highly recommend checking it out if you want to build your own website or app, or just work on stuff that you already have. Next up is a battery bank that I've probably featured on the channel like 4 times this year alone, because it really has just been such a great product. And I know a lot of you who watch my channel have also bought this product and messaged me and sent me tweets and Instagram messages being like, hey, I bought that Anker battery bank that you mentioned, and yeah, it's just been amazing. I won't go too much into detail of what it can do, but basically there's 2 cables built in. There's USB-C cable here, USB-C cable here. It has 2 other ports here, so you can charge 4 devices at the same time. It is flight friendly as well. I've not had a single issue taking it on any flight. No flight sort of security or whatever has told me, hey, what's the battery bank, what's the size, whatever, because they can see all the information. They can see what size it is, the power, and there's even a little icon here saying that it's flight friendly. There's like a plane with a tick icon. It can do 165 watts total out of this thing, which is crazy for something this compact, this small. You can charge a MacBook, an iPad, an iPhone, and your Apple Watch all at once from this one thing. It's just been an absolute workhorse for me because I've done nearly 20 flights this year and I've had this for every single flight. And yeah, it's awesome. The AirPods Pro 3. So if anyone's seen any videos about these AirPods, they have been getting a lot of high praise. And I'm going to be one of those people that are going to join the bandwagon and say these are basically the best earbuds you could buy right now. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, you have an iPhone, a MacBook, iPad, whatever it might be. If you're in the Apple ecosystem, I honestly think you'd actually be silly to consider anything else. These are that good. Unless you have issues with sort of in-ear earbuds and having them secure or whatever, then I can understand maybe over-ear headphones make more sense. But if you can take in-ear earbuds, honestly, these are so damn good, man. Like, I can't explain to you how good they are. I have completely stopped using my AirPods Max. They are sitting in the cupboard unused completely now because these are that good. The sound quality for me and the noise cancellation is more than good enough for flights. The sound cancellation, especially when I'm on flights and stuff, oh man, I honestly can't explain to you guys how good it is. Like, it's one of those things you have to experience, where you have to use yourself to understand how good they are. Sound quality, of course, isn't going to be as good as some high-end headphones. But honestly, for me, when I'm watching a movie or a TV show or listening to music when I'm traveling, I feel like sound quality isn't my #1 priority. Convenience is. And that's what these are. These are incredibly convenient. Like, look how small they are. They can easily charge with USB-C. They can also wirelessly charge. I can fit them in any pocket. The battery life is awesome. There's almost nothing wrong with them. Like, it's outrageous. And with this new design where the earbud goes even further into your ear, it makes such a difference for the seal, for the noise cancellation, and the overall sound experience. These are seriously top tier, and I think for the price, they're actually fantastic value. Next up is this sort of desk shelf clamp thing that you can see sitting in the background that you always see in the background of my videos. I found this a lot more useful than I thought I would. It's essentially a desk shelf that clamps onto pretty much any desk. I have it set up on a desk on wheels, and it's a great way for me to extend the usable height of a desk without actually attaching a shelf to the wall. I have mine set up as a sort of mobile workstation where I also have a hanging tube light to light the desk. I use it for when I'm tinkering with stuff, when I'm putting stuff together, and of course when I'm shooting stuff for my YouTube videos. It's also pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive, and it can, like I said, attach to any desk, and it's just a great way to add some more valuable space and stuff to your desk. Some quick shout outs as well. This Monocle and Hendershim leather tray thing, majiggy, whatever it is, just an awesome minimal sort of lifestyle product that I use around my setup, around the home. You can put stuff on it. It's just a very unique product. Like, I've never seen a sort of leather tray like this before. Very high quality. It is pricey, there's no doubt about it, but I've not seen another leather tray like this. Most leather trays are quite ugly. I feel like this is pretty clean, minimal, and luxurious looking. Next up is the case that I've been using on my iPhone 17 Pro. This is from Nomad. This is their Lunar Grey case, and I feel like it just goes really well with the silver iPhone 17 Pro. The edges are plastic and black, so it matches the sort of front of the phone, but yeah, I really do like this grey finish, and I also really like that the buttons are actually metal buttons. They're not squidgy, shitty buttons. They're actual proper high quality buttons. Yeah, one of my favorite iPhone cases right now. Next up is the Anker Series 3 for Mode keyboards. Man, this keyboard is outrageous. The quality, the finish, the weight of it, this is an actual weapon. If someone ever came at me, I could use this to knock them the F out because it is ridiculous how heavy this thing is. Like, it's crazy. I think this is the steel model that I have here. I can't remember the exact spec, and then I have the X-ray keys with the sort of translucent plastic frame here, but yeah, the rest of it is steel. My god, guys, like, this is a premium keyboard. I think it goes for like $400-500, but you are getting your value for money here, because the materials, the fit and finish, this sort of steel backing here, it just oozes class, it oozes luxury. It's such a premium feeling keyboard. If you're someone who wants sort of the next level typing experience, the next level keyboard that is going to elevate your space, yeah, this is awesome. The Framer Work Louder macro pad. So I love a good macro pad, but unfortunately most macro pads are quite cheap feeling, they're quite plasticky and whatever else. Not this one. This is absolutely one of the best macro pads I've ever seen, I've ever used, I've ever felt. Like, it's made from metal, it has a nice CNC sort of aluminium finish and stuff. There is plastic here, but that's mainly because it has, if I turn it on, it has RGB, it lights up. It has RGB going all the way around, it has RGB on the keys. The keys themselves as well sound great. There's a dial on the top, there's a joystick. This is such a cool and premium macro pad, and it's a lot more impressive than I expected. It is wireless as well, so you can use it via Bluetooth, but there is also a USB-C cable, so you can connect it directly. And of course, macro pad being a macro pad, you can customize the keys to do whatever you like. So those are some of my favorite items of the year. Please let me know in the comments what your favorite tech and gear of the year has been. I'm actually super interested in what people have purchased this year and what they consider is so worth it. It's so worth buying. It's something that they've been really happy purchasing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.